just don't know. I don't know. I'm looking, yeah.
Marc Clarke, that's classic. I love it.
And welcome to the show. It is the Marc Clarke Show. Bootsy Vegas is back, ladies and gentlemen. New teeth and everything. Bootsy, look at Bootsy's teeth. White as, man, turn them teeth down, man. Damn. Bootsy's teeth are the new star of the show. Dang, Bootsy, I see you, son, smiling.
Hey, I got them Gucci mans. I got them goo-wops, baby.
You got those goo-wops, baby.
I got them goo-wop. I got the goo-wop package. Hey, I'm like Cardi B. I finally got a bag and went and fixed my teeth.
Yes, amen, brother. There ain't nothing wrong with fixing them teeth, baby.
Gotta fix that grill, baby.
Let me tell you something, Bootsy Vegas. See, now Bootsy, just like all those women that you've hurt before. When you're not on the show, it ain't the same. I can't do the show no damn more. When Bootsy Vegas is not in the building, I can't do the show. Just like Bootsy and all his women, all the broken hearts he left scattered across D.C. and the world. He learned it from Maurice White, from Earth, Wind and Fire.
And you on fire. Hey, you on fire early. You're like instant offense right now. You're you're shooting, and you're hitting, bro.
Bootsy's famous words to everybody in his life. Oh, you gonna miss me when I'm gone. And it's true. Okay, easy.
Yeah, hey, you got a lot going on over there, my brother. Man. It's good to see you. It's good to see you, sir.
Yeah, man. So man. And when you're not here, Bootsy, it's just not the same. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. That's what Bootsy said. Look at him. Teeth. Oh Lord, ladies. He's a dangerous force now. Oh, Lord. So Bootsy, I thought about you this morning, actually. I was checking out. I was checking. Now, coming up, we have the Tanya Nolan in the building. Yes, amazing artist, amazing vocalist.
Her story is amazing too. I can't wait for that.
She's going to be joining us. I mean, in seconds. But in fact, should I get? Let's bring Tanya because I want to get her opinion, ladies and gentlemen. Like Bootsy said, she's got an amazing story. She's an amazing artist. The Tanya Nolan joins us on the Marc Clarke Show. What's up, Tanya?
Hey, how you doing? How y'all doing?
Oh wow! I woke up like this.
Is that are we in bed with Tanya Nolan?
I woke up like this. I woke up like this.
This is what I'm talking about. Tanya invited us into her bed. Yeah.
My mama Louisiana, my daddy Alabama. Hey,
I just found out about the interview about less than 30 minutes ago.
Well, look, that's the beauty of, look at you. You woke up like this. Look at it. Got the fresh.
Hey,
look at those
flawless
teeth. Look at her teeth. Oh, Tanya got those teeth, baby. Yes, looking fresh. Okay, Tanya. We're gonna get to you. But of course, everybody, of course, talking about the Will Smith, blah, 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 blah. Now, I thought it was interesting, Tanya. Now, my take, being old school, and being married forever, was I don't give a damn what was going on. Will, you can't just go smack up somebody. That just is not a part of it, right? Bootsy feels like he agrees, but he felt like Jada has some explaining to do from a standpoint of he feels like Jada is basically not a good thing for Will Smith. Now
keep putting her husband to do stupid stuff.
Right. So
keep putting him in situations to embarrass himself. But I'm sorry, Tanya.
Okay, got you. We got it. Calm down. Now, I thought this was interesting.
Hi, Tanya.
On the Breakfast Club this morning with comedian Earthquake had an interesting take, and it kind of aligned with you, Bootsy, but he did a better job probably of articulating it, which is fine, Bootsy. No.
DC Public Schools, though. Hey, but Earthquake is from DC Public Schools. That's my guy, man.
So this is what he had to say.
Sip your tea, Tanya.
Okay. If Chris Rock into it, what were your thoughts on both sides? I know you.
Are you scared to go on stage now?
No.
You have any trauma, Earthquake?
No.
You sure?
I'm personally speaking, I feel sorry for Will because he's being beaten, abused by Jada. It just is. That's what happens when a man is in love with a woman that doesn't love him, and he's doing everything to try to win her love. And I've been there before. You have to make a decision, either accept it for the love she's getting and just accept that, or just leave it alone. But you will never, ever win her over, because you can't make a heart feel what it don't, and she don't. And her actions that night showed it. And I feel for him, and I guess he feel now. Huh?
What you mean the actions that night?
I mean, even if he felt that he disrespected her, she knows her man, and she saw he was about to go up here. A woman that loved you will stop you. And then, we do radio. We know the rules of FCC. You was at the Oscars, and Will doesn't even cuss, and he's out here using profanity on a live broadcast. He know Hollywood. He knows the rules. She didn't try to stop him on there on 2 occasions.
Woo, man. Oh, wait a minute, Bootsy Vegas. I got to admit, as somebody, like I told you, I've read the book. I'm Team Will, obviously Team Will and Jada. I'm on board. But the way he said it, much like you did, the way he said it made me give pause, because I did think about my wife. And I did think about, if I was about to go up and do something like that, she would have probably grabbed my cuff. And then the second part was, like you said, he are cussing and be like, baby, you would have tapped his hand and said, hey, now, okay, babe, all right. You know what I mean? And so, interesting. Okay, Bootsy, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I get it, but that perspective. And it is interesting because, again, as I'm on the book and when he hit that line off of that song, man, I can't make you love me. I was like, damn, because one of the things about, at the end of the day, Will does in the book talk about their relationship a lot, and they have a great relationship. But that feeling of not being loved, if that is the case, whatever, still doesn't justify anything. I'm not blaming her for him slapping. He was the one that gave out the slap. But Tanya, we're getting ready to go into Tanya, one of her hot videos, her hot songs about love. She is a woman, Tanya.
A beautiful woman too.
A beautiful woman.
Let that be noted.
Your take on everything, Tanya. What's your take? And we'll get off him and get on you.
I enjoy minding my business.
Here we go.
Come on, Grambling University. Come on, Grambling University.
My business.
Come
I
on,
don't
Texas.
know what's going on, when they having their pillow talk, because couples do. So we're not in their household.
That's true.
So, and what I understand with this industry, everyone has an opinion, and that's exactly what it is. But Will and Jada have the facts. So I'm gonna say this again. I'm choosing to mind my business.
That's a
right.
great. Hold on,
Tanya.
Mark, that is a great industry answer, and I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at you for that.
Something. Tanya's young, but she's old school. That's between him and his wife. Y'all need to be quiet. So Tanya, speaking of love, we got to play this amazing
Don't laugh, Tanya.
video.
Don't laugh, Tanya. Don't
had
laugh.
me mad as hell. How you gonna be driving up in this car, gonna come to the family cookout, gonna act like ain't nothing going on, right, Tanya? What the hell's really going on?
Right. Oh, okay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
ready to it around here.
Tanya Nolan. Everybody knows a good woman.
When weekends are going to outer space, you and I feel my emotions. You center my whole world. 'Cause you and me supposed to be together forever, babe. But you built this house on lies, baby boo. I'm tired of playing the fool. I swear around through. Yeah, 'cause you don't deserve a good woman like me. No, you don't deserve a good woman like me. No, 'cause I gave you my word, but you drowned me in lies. You murdered my spirit, yes you did. You got the
We're going to have to get better on this tech side. I love the video.
Thank you.
Boy, oh boy.
Tanya,
Thank
amazing video. You have to watch the whole video to see what happens at the end. But Tanya,
wow.
everything about that, I mean, the song's amazing, your vocals are amazing, the video's amazing.
The
That
vibe
house-
is the
he
vibe.
built this house on lies, but that was a hell of a house. That was a hell of a house. But Tanya, Tanya, you have, I mean, again, the whole package, beautiful, talented. Again, the videos are great. You got great, I mean, amazing following. You have carved off a nice niche, but like Bootsy says, this comes with a story though.
Amazing
does.
story.
And Bootsy, you tapped into, you hit me and you were like, you're so excited about Tanya's story. What caught you about Tanya's story?
Well, the fact that she went to a HBCU and that she was in a marching band, and the fact that, it seems from what I got that music has been in her blood, but also for those who do not know, her being from Galveston, Texas, that old Houston area, that is such a melting pot of multiple music. I think people kind of focus it on hip hop, but it's so much other stuff. And the reason why I do know a little bit about Galveston, Texas is my good friend Steve Francis, when he played for the Houston Rockets, and Lonnie Baxter lived there. So I got to kind of experience the vibe, and I loved it. But I would love to know, just from a perspective from somebody who's just getting to meet you, could you explain to me your childhood musical upbringing? Because I know, far as church, hip hop, R&B, that's a melting pot from when you grew up at.
Country, don't forget about country. Tanya got some country in her.
A whole lot of country in me. I'm proud of that. And as far as my musical background, my parents had lots of vinyls. Remember the old school? They're about I'm guessing
45?
Oh yes, OMG.
Yeah. Oh no, I had it. I know like what you're talking about. Yeah.
All of those. So I grew up watching Soul Train, BET Award, Donnie Simpson, OMG, big fan. Even MTV.
I know him.
Of course you do. So it was those things. I didn't know that I could sing. So how I found out was the teenagers, about 15 years old. I was looking for a job. Asked my mom for the newspaper. It was a guy named Willie Turner, aka Dello. Only had the band Down to Earth at the time, and he was looking for a lead female vocalist. And I auditioned over the phone. He asked me my age and asked my mom to bring me to the audition. I got it, and that's how it started. I had no idea that I had vocals. Did not grow up singing in the choir. I was in the choir for a very short period of time, maybe less than a month.
What happened?
That was it didn't work out. But I had a overbite as a child. So,
I just got mine fixed yesterday, but go ahead.
Understood. Got in the band. Because of that overbite, they put me on drums. This is how that started.
Wow.
That is how that started.
Okay, hold on. Just for everybody who's listening, what does the fact that you having an overbite could make you a good drummer? Because you're in the coalition, because I ain't never heard of that.
Well, I guess with instruments, it maybe would not have worked with the flute. Think about it.
Trumpet.
I have no idea.
You. Saxophone.
This was their choice. It was an awesome choice for me because I love percussion. I absolutely love it as much as I love singing.
Oh wow.
So
We should do a go-go song, but let's talk about that later. So hold on. So you started playing the drums.
Yes.
And what was that like? So you were an actual drummer when you could play on the set.
I can play. Yes.
Ooh, I love it.
Yes, and matter of fact, when it comes to any drummer, they better outdo me or be just as good because I have to have it. You have to come strong with them drums.
You gotta have bottom. You gotta have.
Oh.
So tell us about your marching band experience.
Yeah,
oh man, Gremlin. I wasn't there that very long, but Gremlin. That I stayed in Truth Hall. It was one of the most incredible experiences ever. Just the brotherhood, the sisterhood, being around, my own people. It's just us. Everywhere you look, from the left to the right, it's us. That feeling, the food, even running them bleachers. I cannot complain. With my drums on and the harness. Up and down. Getting us in shape.
You actually did that?
I had to.
In that 100-degree Louisiana heat?
We had to. I remember that, and I understood.
Were you the only girl? And I'm sorry for cutting you. So were you the only girl drummer in the drum section?
At that time, yes, I was.
Man, I love you. I'm sorry. That's
Yes, I
amazing.
was. Yes, I
Okay.
was. And I enjoyed every single bit of it. So older, why things had to take place, why it had to happen in that order. And I'm
Hmm.
glad that it did.
So hold on. So basically, you live the real life jump line experience as a female. This is a movie that's waiting to happen.
I did. I did. I mean, even had the dead spot on my left thigh, right in the middle, where we have to practice our rudiments on
Right.
our thighs. When we didn't have our drums. Yes,
Ooh.
the experience is incredible.
So
It
Tanya,
teaches you
how did you
it
say?
teaches you discipline and structure.
Absolutely.
So how
Absolutely.
did
You
you
don't know nothing else.
segue in? So how did you segue into the music business? How did you, was your
Well, when
journey?
I when I when I left college, I did not finish. Went home, had to make some money, so I got back in singing in nightclubs Thursday, Friday, Saturday, some Sundays.
Mm,
Eventually got my own band named it Tanya Nolan. Got my first set of equipment, know how to set it up, the whole nine. And I
Man.
was doing those shows. I was making. I remember this when I was working for other people in their bands between $100 $200 a night. Thought that I think is incredibly funny now, but back then we had to do what we had to do.
right. And so so you were drumming. Were you drumming and singing, or you were drumming
I
and
would get
singing?
back there, like if a drummer did not show up, I would have to get back there and do what I had to do.
Wow.
Didn't want to do that, but I only had to do that a couple of times. Only a couple of times.
So now it makes sense why you love Shaka Khan so much.
Love her
Now it makes sense because
and
for
her
those
personality. I
and
don't care.
yeah, or no, I see it all coming through. For people who do not know, Shaka Khan is an amazing drummer. Like could really play in a band if she really wanted to when she was young. So now it all makes sense because I was so fascinated by how much vast, even in your bio, you talk about all these collectives of people, and now it's all making sense. I
Oh
love it.
yes. Oh
So you
yeah.
can mix as well?
Can I what, sir?
Mix, because I heard you say you set the equipment up. So can you mix? Have you ever mixed a record, audio, stuff like that?
Yes, I have. I have.
Wow.
I'm pretty good at Pro Tools.
Hmm.
That's studio stuff, but I know what you're talking about for it's a sounding board. Yeah,
Right.
it's once you get it, you get it. Have your
Wow.
set, and every once in a while you just have to tweak it. It's nothing difficult about it.
Man,
So
you are a lifetime movie waiting to happen. I'm so sorry, Mark.
yeah, I
So
mean,
sorry,
so
Mark.
Tanya, it's very interesting. It's like everything about your presentation. It seems like you're very much in control. Was that a part of it? Like I said, the video quality, the song quality, the songwriting, everything is really just 100%. It feels like that you're the kind that has your hand in everything. Is that, and number one, is that on purpose? Number two, did you have any desire to sign with the big company, or do you like to be handle it yourself independently? Tell us that background.
It's important and it's necessary for me to have be in control of my projects. Um, Even if I have someone let's say they're the lead in it, I'm gonna need for them to report to me and let me know what's going on. You know what I'm
Period.
saying? So I don't think I'm a perfectionist. I just want things right, and just because of my journey, I've learned quite a bit, and I'm hoping that I've learned from those mistakes. I'm hoping that wisdom and knowledge kicked in throughout all these years because of some of these mishaps. So when it comes to me personally, and this is why I take pride in investing in myself, I just want to make sure that it's right to the best of my ability.
So
Well,
go ahead, Bootsy.
no. Just tip it over that because first of all, it's nothing wrong with being a perfectionist. But I would love to know: have you ever thought of the idea of just creating a female band for yourself since you're so instrumentally inclined?
No, no.
Not at
No
all. No
problem.
interest at all. Another
I
I'm
great
mean,
sorry,
question.
go ahead, bro.
it's a great idea, but
That's a lot of
no.
work.
If that happens, if it falls that way, I'm gonna run with it. If it works, I just
Hmm.
want what works.
Hmm.
It can be a human being have something different. Look, as long as it's working, you look the part, you're doing the part, you're looking as if you're enjoying yourself. and it sounds as if you enjoying yourself, then hey, we gonna go with it.
So Tanya, tell us about is Good Woman your latest single?
Good Woman is my latest single.
I love it. And so, I was trying to play it. It was a little delay when I was playing it at first. Did y'all see it, or was it just me seeing it?
Oh no, we saw it. It was looking good.
Okay, because I wanted to give. Let me just give a little bit more, 1 second, so we can talk about it, Tanya. Because I wanted to again get everybody the feel of the video. I love the feel of it because it feels like a little movie, and I just want to get a little bit more, and we'll come back to it.
When we can fly going to outer space, you and I feel my emotions. You center my whole world. 'Cause you and me supposed to be together forever, babe. But you built this house on lies, baby boo. I'm tired of playing the fool. I swear around through, yeah, 'cause you don't deserve a good woman like me. No, you don't deserve a good woman like me. No, 'cause I gave you my word, but you drowned me in lies. You murdered my spirit, yes you did. You got the best from me, yeah. Now the real you I see. You and me supposed to be together forever, baby. I don't understand why you do the things that you do. Save your apologies, save your everything. This time I'm so through with you. Hey, 'cause you don't deserve a good woman like me. No, you don't deserve a good woman like me. No, you don't deserve a good woman. You ain't no good. No, you don't deserve a good woman. I can't do it. 'Cause I gave you my word, but you drowned me. You murdered my spirit wild. I've given the best of me to you. Why? Why you do me this way? No.
That's a damn shame.
Boy, and it looked like the village was there waiting on him.
I know
Like,
that those that had to be Tanya. That had to be family. That looked like some real family up in there. Can you hear us?
yeah. Yeah, she's probably talking to her family right now, whatever. Let me tell you what I love about a great video is when they can really illustrate what their thoughts was. Video, you know what I mean, through imaging wise as well, and the lyrics. I loved it because
Yeah,
it definitely gave me a different perspective of
it was
the
interesting
song.
because I think that's the thing about I think that kind of struck me about Tanya's, even the whole presentation is her just the whole Tanya. So we were saying that looked like real family members.
I'm glad you said that. That was all family members and friends. Matter of fact, the lead one of the lead ladies in there was my sister.
I love it.
Yes.
I love
And
it.
the video was shot at my cousin Rodney Priestley house in Dickinson. And the other part of the video was shot in Galveston,
Wow.
Texas.
The story that Bootsy was saying, you know, we loved the video because it really did tell the story. It was like we were on the journey. Again, everything about your presentation, Tanya, is like flawless. How did you do that? I mean, it's not cheap to have a video that looks like that. It's not easy to have
It like you took some days.
actors who really believe
One day.
How did you do it, Tanya? Tell us about the song and tell us how you did it.
Okay, well, basically the song is about a woman that's scorned, went through some things. She mad as hell, and she pretty much, dude, look, you don't deserve a good woman. I'm about to tell you why. And so that's what the song is about. And as far as the video, it's not difficult. We did the video treatment, put it together, had it organized, got the location. This is what we gonna do, and that's what we did.
Well, First of all, Bootsy, the thing I noticed most was how much like a snack she was looking when you mess up.
Yeah,
she's
the screen set.
Back, and he came to the door and he saw her. She had that little outfit on and her little drink, looking like a snack. I know he was like, ah.
It was the thick of the lips for me, Mark. It was the thick of the lips.
Yeah,
like
it was like you blew it, buddy. You blew it.
Yeah, this is over.
Pretty much.
Access to that.
Yeah, and pretty much just told him, hey, just be natural. What would you do? Like, I mean, you could do this. Even when it comes to my aunties and my mom is in the video. When they all open up the door, that's my mom, my aunts, all of that. I just knew it was something really special about this song, and I wanted my family and friends to be a part of it.
Wow.
So
I love again the treatment. The great reveal was the best.
Yeah.
Oh, bringing in my niece, the little baby. It's my niece.
and the way you played
what is going on?
Family affair around here.
Was the niece the baby both times?
I can't hear you. It paused.
Oh, was your niece the baby at the end and also in the early part of the video? Was it two different babies? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
No, it paused. Yeah. She's paused. Okay, she's back.
Okay, I'm back. What was that question?
Was there more than one baby in the video?
No, just one baby. That's my great niece, Zanaya Brown. Her first debut.
Amazing.
You know, Bootsy, you're a musical guy. Again, the harmonies, everything about that damn video. I mean, the music was
the vocal arrangements as well, because sometimes it's hard for people to sing on slow ballad likes to make you feel like you're going somewhere. The way she really laid the vocals out and how she built it up was amazing as well. Like, I really appreciate it. Like, she almost let the beat and the music and the lyrics kind of guide her vocally where she wanted to go. So I really appreciate it about you. Just so you can know that I'm musically inclined too, and I just don't think you're just no beautiful, amazing singer. I understand your musical intellect and your artistic value while we're having this conversation right now, just so we know. Now, the other thing I wanted to say was what I really thought was great, and I think this probably happens a lot, is the fact that sometimes somebody else got to make you leave the man. Has that ever happened in a situation with you before, or you know of, where sometimes you're in a bad situation and you don't cut it off, but you got other people that help you cut it off? Was what you was going for when you was thinking about this?
Oh, absolutely not. I don't let anybody influence me.
Ooh.
Oh, go. Now, wait a minute, Bootsy. She just said she was running steps with a drum on. She ain't going no easy win.
No, but it's interesting. No, because, and the reason why I got it is because in the video, her family member stopped them. It was like, nah, you out. Like it don't even matter no more. So,
Well, and if that was to happen like in real life, it'd be because I told them and asked them to.
I love it. Are you a only child?
No, I'm the oldest.
It makes sense now.
Is Tanya locked up again?
Yeah.
How many? What'd you say, Tanya? You broke up. What'd you say? How many?
I said I'm the oldest, and I have 2 younger sisters.
Okay, I got 3 daughters. Okay, I know this. I
So
love
you
that
know.
So Tanya,
Yeah.
what are you looking for? I mean, worldwide success, obviously selling 1 million records. What's your perfect scenario, Tanya, for your
My
career?
perfect scenario is where I'm satisfied.
Which
And
is what?
What would satisfy you?
To be honest with you, I don't know yet.
Well,
I don't know yet. I don't want
I'm
to
not
make
mad
it,
at
you know.
that.
And I told myself, I said, listen, I'm a dreamer. I go to sleep majority of the time to dream on purpose. It's like, okay, what am I gonna dream about tonight? So I'm gonna definitely put that on my list. Like, what definitely is gonna make me be like, okay, that's it. All right, you're good. You reached this goal. Let's move forward. This is it. Look, you only got one life right there. This is the life you're in right now. So obviously, I won't be doing it on this magnitude forever. I wanted to go to the moon, and I feel that is possible. But what is that going to the moon for me? So that's something that I need to sit down and think about. But I'm excited to know what that's going to be. But at this moment, I have no idea yet. I'm just enjoying it. I'm enjoying the movement. I am enjoying the growth, meeting different people, and when you're meeting different people, there's new challenges.
Well, Tanya, I think like you said, it's important. You're right. It's absolutely important because we are at a different time, and you're probably a great example of it. Like, you're an artist that, so we know how difficult radio, navigating radio and depending on radio is, to me, as we all know, I tell artists, I mean, that's a game that, who wants to play that BS game, right?
Ooh.
Now, the thing is, what you have that a lot don't have is you obviously know who you are and you have a great product, right? And the beauty of nowadays is when you have that great product and you also have, I mean, your video's great. You can do that and make your own path. But like you said, you just have to know what you want that path to be. Like you said, because if you said you wanted to be on every radio station, I would have been like, oh God, because that whole thing's a whole different. That's a different dance. But you got a great following already. You got great product already, and the world is your oyster. And that's the beauty of nowadays. You don't really need anybody, especially with your attitude. You don't need anybody to make money and live off what you're doing, and you got great product. So that's amazing. So you're right. All you got to do is figure out exactly, like I say, what you want, because the sky's the limit. And I think at the end of the day, what's beautiful also is that you have the package that could go anywhere. You could do this in Dubai, you could do this in whatever, you could do this at Blank Festival, you know what I mean? And or you probably you will get the opportunity if you want to be signed to somebody or whatever. But it sounds like to me, with your kind of strength and independence, you probably don't want to be, or you might do a distribution deal. But as far as having someone else control your future, I just don't feel like you're that kind of person.
And you are bullseye. What you just said. I know that I'm an independent, and it makes it more challenging because of that. Because that when it comes to marketing, like and things like that, it's like, long as I wake up every day, I got a new opportunity to do something different, do something better, be strategic, building relationships, and that's what I'm doing, and still trying to keep my sanity and to get my sleep. So we only got 24 hours in a day. So when individuals, is purposely wasting my time, and I take it personally, because I'm easy be like, okay, you know what? Let me just put them on block for a minute. For a minute.
Not on block.
Yes, for a minute. But you are right. It's important to have control. And I think it's fair to have control, because this is my life. So why would I allow anyone to control it?
Come on now. What's your sign, Tanya? What's your sign? I'm seeing what's your sign? I'm curious.
I'm the birthday December 24th. I'm a Capricorn.
Oh, it makes sense now.
Okay.
It makes sense. Oh, it makes sense now.
No, it does. But you're brilliant.
Ooh.
Okay, so I thought it was gonna. But I get it. I get it. You're a brilliant person. So okay.
Yeah.
That's so kind of you. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, it's obvious.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
but also I just think it's great. One of the so far in this interview, I think the greatest thing that you said is the fact that you don't have no expectation of what success is. And I think it is so great that you're just leaving yourself open to whatever your art takes you and whatever it creates. But I would love to know, thus far, what has been your greatest experience in music so far? Even though we know amazing things are coming, what has been your greatest experience so far?
My greatest experience so far is, when you're on the stage and that mic is just right and the energy is just right. It's like if there was in heaven at that moment, that's what heaven at that moment felt like. It's like it's a high that you forever want to be on. Like, what would it take for me to forever be on this high, God? What would it take? Tell me what I need to do. That feeling.
I love that.
So what is, and I don't, I don't know the answer to this, but I would love to know, what has been a person that you had no idea was a fan of yours that kind of just, you were surprised that they had taken a liking to your music?
It was Trina Braxton at first.
Rest in peace.
Then no, Trina.
Oh, not Tracy. I'm sorry.
Trina.
I know Trina.
And then Lettucey is extremely kind. And even Raheem Devon, I was like, what?
Ooh,
I know him.
You two. Woo! Come on now.
I know that guy. I know that guy a little bit.
Yeah. So those were the first three on celebrities on Instagram that actually gave me a follow, and I was how can I explain? I was like, oh, really? I was honored. I was honored.
Well, it's interesting because you and Raheem got the same type of vibe and personality. He's just he won't express it, but y'all are the same person. The more you talk,
he's a performer.
Yeah, he is, because he hangs around good people who can teach him how to perform. I do think that.
He's trying to big up himself, Tiny, but Bootsy's trying to big up himself. But you know what? That would be Tiny. Do you in your show? Do you break it down? You ever hop back on the drums and let people know? Do you showcase all your skills?
I've done that when I was doing the band thing. When I had my band, the local band thing. I would get back there and do that. But when it comes to the tour that we're planning right now, we are definitely going to work that into the show eventually. I gotta get back behind the set. So I'm
show your skills, sis.
I'm about to get one of my guys upstairs in the studio and say, hey, let's go back and forth because I'm a little dry. I need to get wet all the way.
Well, you know what's crazy, Tanya? Ain't nothing better than when you give the drummer some and you hitting off some vocals. Come on now. People be like, what? You saw her.
It's a 2 for 1.
What's your girl name? Her or she? I always mix it up.
It's her.
Her. Her. Or she.
On the Grammys, she just broke it down.
And she's incredible. She sure did.
Man,
well, Tanya, you are officially family. You always have a home here. Whatever you're doing, tour dates, local appearance, national appearance, anyway, if you want to hop on and plug something, we're here for you. We are fans, and we support everything you do, Tanya Nolan. And
much respect to you.
Into your bed this morning.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, because this is different. We've had a lot of experiences on this show so far, but we've never been invited to somebody's bedroom early in the morning like this. So this is already great for me. You know what I mean? Hey, Tanya, I would love to do a go-go song with you, though.
I'm here. I appreciate that.
Come on, we just need to fly you out to DC.
Oh, what was that question?
I said I would love to do a go-go song with you.
What is that?
It's this go-go music. It's like busting loose. It's like a percussion feel music that was originated in Washington D.C. And me and Raheem Devon actually have a go-go band together that we're doing a project on right now, or whatever. So it's busting loose, doing the butt. Have you ever heard of doing the butt?
Of course. Come on now.
Yeah. So that is a go-go song. It's percussion. It's drums and percussion. That's like the sound of the DMV area or whatever. And your vocals and just your whole vibe will be great on it.
Let's do it. When you want to do it?
ASAP.
Oh, well,
Tanya,
let's discuss it after this.
that's
Seriously.
right.
Okay.
Tanya,
Okay.
how can people reach you?
Oh, okay. Instagram is I am Tanya Nolan. That is Tanya with an A. Facebook, Tanya Nolan. TikTok, Tanya Nolan.
Okay.
Whatever I'm missing out is Tanya Nolan. It's Tanya with an A. Website, www.tanyanolan.net.
Tanya, you've been amazing. Again, we're here for you anytime you need us. Thank you. We love you and be good, okay?
Best of luck to you. We're rooting for you, sis.
All right. Tanya Nolan joining us on Marc Clarke show. Bootsy, she definitely is like, I think again,
She's a firecracker. I
she's a
liked her.
firecracker. You
Woo,
know,
I liked it.
one thing, Bootsy, that we definitely understand and value, especially, first of all, anybody in this business who understands who they are is so important. Now, a woman in this business definitely has to understand, right, Bootsy?
Man, 100%. But just the fact of her whole mental space of what her expectations was. For somebody to say, I don't even know what success looked like, because so many times we have this barometer, we feel like we have a clock, and we don't do it by this time, and we don't reach this day. But to hear somebody saying, I'm just going to live in my own space, and success will be whatever it is, that is an amazing, and that's a great life philosophy to have as well.
Definitely. So, Bootsy, I thought about you.
It's good to be thought
Um,
about, Mark.
I thought about you the other day. A couple of reasons. Well, first of all, like I said, when you ain't here, man, what the heck, man? What is
Man,
going on? You have
trust
now.
me. Trust me, when I go in there and see needles, you think I don't want to be relevant talking to you? When I walk in and see two needles waiting for me, long needles, and they like this, like, oh, okay, yeah, it's ready. Man, you think I wasn't missing you yesterday?
Man, yeah, shout out to you. Shout out to Bootsy and his new teeth, ladies and gentlemen. And so also, Bootsy, the speak to us on, man. Now we know a lot of people don't have insurance, but a lot of people do have insurance, but they do not use their insurance to take care of those chompers.
Oh, I'm
Talk to
using
us
mine.
about that, because let's keep it real. At a certain age, our teeth care and certain things, it starts catching up with you. You avoided it as a young person, but you get to a certain age. So just briefly talk to us about that a second, about how good it feels, even though it hurt like hell probably, to
Don't still hurt.
get that
More
done,
so.
and talk to those people who are afraid to go. They do have insurance and are afraid to deal with their teeth. Talk to us about that, because I know you didn't say a lot, but I knew it was something that was something that was a big deal for you.
Yeah, well, I would say this first. I think everybody needs to get some type of medical insurance, and everybody should know that Medicaid is available to everybody in some form, no matter what state or city you live in. Maryland has a form of it, DC has a form of it. Everybody should get it because it's free. I'm here today because of Obamacare that allowed me to get a stem cell transplant for free. Like, trust me. So that's the first thing. But also just making sure that you keep current, because in this climate of COVID, in a pandemic, and just in general, you want to make sure that you have a checkup. And there are a lot of people, because you talked about this last week about you being excited to go do a checkup and learning what your numbers was. That's essential for everybody as we move forward in this climate of a pandemic now, which is normal. Like, we're all going to be living now with COVID. Like, that is normal. It's going to be valuable that you have some health insurance in general, dental, health, vision, everything. You just need to make sure you get it. And the one thing about my good government job that I love is that I'm going to use my good government benefits. So, also, but let me say this, man. Rest in peace, Bruce Johnson. For everybody in the DMV, rest in peace, Bruce Johnson.
Man,
Man,
we used to see Bruce. Go ahead, man. Give us a Bruce Johnson memory as I'm getting this together.
yeah. Well, the one thing about Bruce Johnson, for people who do not know that are not from DC, is we're now at a point where we will never see people like him again. Now, what Bruce Johnson's real gift was, which does not happen, people would be surprised if this didn't happen. We don't always have an ally in media. Bruce Johnson was one of the most ingratiating, informative. To me, he used media and journalism as a service for other people. And I cannot tell you how many times that I know, I'm going to take myself out of it. that I know he went to politicians. I know he went to community people and said, I'm going to do a story, but the advice I'm going to give you is spin it like this so you can get their attention. I mean, he was like a producer, an advocate, a father. And if you was from DC, sometimes you could misconstrue what he did because sometimes you may not know always knew what side of the fence he was. But what he always was sincere. My greatest Bruce Johnson story, and I got a whole bunch of them. So I could have them for days. He spoke at Marion Barry's funeral.
Mm.
People did not know that. People would think him and Marion Barry did not get along together. But he gets up there and he says, "Man, before I even say something, ladies, I just want to say rest in peace, Barry Murray, because Marion Barry made a lot of reporters like me a lot of overtime money. Man, oh man, he was like, I sent all my kids to college through reporting on Marion Barry. Everybody in the crowd started laughing. Like it was so funny. Like he lightened the whole mood up. But he said, you know, everybody loved Marion Barry. But he said, let me tell y'all the key to Marion Barry for all you people out here who do not know what Marion Barry's real gift was. He said, if there was $5 on the table and there were 8 people in the room, Marion Barry will be fighting to get you 3 of it for sure. But the other people in that room, I can't say that about. And that's why everybody loved Marion Barry. And then he walks off, man. He was a great man. Now, for me, we did cancer treatment together at Georgetown. So most people have no idea. He was there. Bobby Mitchell was there. I was there. We were all did our cancer treatment at the Lombardi Center. And when he would walk in, he was always in a good mood. He was always joking. Hey, how you doing? Speaking, laughing. One of my other stories was I was there one day and they couldn't find a vein on Bobby Mitchell. So everybody know that Bobby Mitchell was the famous Washington football player, though he integrated it. If you stuck Bobby Mitchell 3 times and couldn't get a vein to give his fusion, he was going off. And Bruce would be saying, calm down, Bobby. Calm down, Bobby. Come on, Bobby. Calm down. But man, I would be rolling. And most people, when they get in cancer treatment, they got 1 or 2 vibes with them. Either they really depressed or they mad, or they come in like a light. That man came in that joke every day. I saw him at the infusion center. He was on joke time, like talking, hey, you over there. He would did this. He never had a bad day when he was doing cancer treatment. And the other thing is, I had been talking to him about coming to my program. Some reason, because he was doing the 7 o'clock show, he was always unable to get there. Our times never. And my biggest regret now is not just saying, man, I'll just figure it out, because we could have used this platform. Because the people that will use their media platform to understand us are few, far and in between. And we lost the greatest liaison since Jim Vance, with somebody that truly understands what our situation is and how media could be a service to it. So it is a humongous loss. It really is, bro. So,
and his book is Surviving Deep Waters. You could go get it.
Please read it, because he tell you the truth in there.
An interesting thing, man, we talk about, you and I, of course, talk off the air. And, when you're a celebrity, a famous person, a news person, you mentioned Jim Vance. I mean, Jim Vance's struggle with addiction is not a secret. Bruce Johnson's struggle with addiction is not a secret. Mm-hmm. I just heard Bruce talking about this with Donnie and Tony on Donnie's show about.
I missed that interview.
Yeah, Bruce talking about, and again, it was like a week and a half ago. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
And so, number one, talking to Harold Bell, Harold's in his 80s, and he's known all these guys over the years. It's interesting, Bootsy. A lot of the guys who struggle with addiction, a drug and alcohol, you realize how their bodies are weakened by what they did as young men, young men and women, right? And we're seeing as people get in their 70s and 80s, people checking out, and a lot of times unexpectedly, because again, I saw Bruce, Allison grew up on the Gold Coast in DC, and Bruce lived over there off 16th Street. We saw him running all the time, working out, running. But as a young man,
he was in great shape right now.
Great shape. But he suffered, from addiction and like I said, different ailments. He fought off, but that body still took that. Also in the book, you and I talk about people who on their public image is one thing, but many people don't know the struggles that they have at home. In the book, Bruce reveals that his mother told him that the man who he thought was his father was not his father. And she told him later on in life. And so he was like, you know, his first beef was, yeah, basically, why, Mom? Why did you not tell me this all this time? And by the time she told him, he was dead. And so he regretted that he didn't get a chance to really talk to his biological father. And he said at first he had to deal with the anger he felt towards his mom, but then he had to put that away too. So a lot of times these people that we know, we look up to, the people who we say sometimes we even wish we had their life. We don't know their struggle. We don't know their backstory. And like you said, Bootsy, he definitely used his platform to raise up others. And it's you and I, Bootsy, we know in this game, when you have the microphone, when you have the camera, for some reason, it seems hard to find people who want to share it with a great story or something that needs to be heard, or a person that needs to, their story needs to be told. And when you have somebody like that, like a Bruce, you know, my wife's that kind of person.
100%. I was going to say it if you wasn't. You know what I mean?
You just have to cherish them, because when they're gone, man, they usually don't replace them with somebody. And sometimes, it's just their nature. It's just who they are, right? Whatever job they had, they were going to be that person.
Man, homie, I could sit here for hours and tell you how many people have turned me down, did not want to engage in my program, and then it's either vice versa. They run to it. But I think the true testament about Bruce, which is really hard for a lot of people in DC, is that on Friday, he was at Beacon House. He autographed 100 books to give the Beacon House youth football program money to get uniforms. Friday, that's what he did. He spent all day Friday autographing. For people who don't know, Beacon House is a youth football organization that does stuff outside of football, where they'll be there helping kids food, computers. They do mad stuff. And as you know, it's hard for us to get money. It's hard for us to get recognition. This is being honest. Man, everybody know about my program, and only 2 people have ever talked about it. You know what I mean? I've said, you know what I mean? So I'm just saying, like, for me, I know we lost something that we will never have, because, and I'm going to go ahead and let you in on this. I remember when I first met Donnie, I just had this conversation with him. I'm like, hey, man, I want to know about media, but I want to know something about local media in DC. I said, why are you, and it's only a few people, like, why do y'all, it's only 2 or 3 people, supporting Black people, their issues, bringing attention to it. And Donnie said, oh, that's easy, Bootsy. He said, let me give you the hard truth about this in media in DC. He said, it's difficult for them to support a group of people when they don't love that group of people. And that was Bruce Johnson.
Brother, it can't be said any better than that, man. With that, again, we send out our prayers. We send out everything to Bruce Johnson and his family. Again, a legend, will be missed. Thank you. We're standing on the shoulders of
you, bro.
Like, and,
thank you for the 40 years, bro. Like, I mean, it's stuff he did that y'all gonna hear later. Man, it's gonna be a lot of stuff you're gonna hear that you did not know he did. That's gonna come out real soon. And y'all gonna be like, he was the guy doing this? Yeah, literally.
Wow. Well, Bootsy, we're gonna wrap it up tomorrow. We got, one of our favorites, Moo Fresh, Maimuna Youssef joins us.
Yeah.
And Professor Youssef, who's teaching at Ivy League schools now. She's, if you haven't seen her kill it on Sway in the Morning numerous times, and where any stage she's on, she's going to kill it. She's going to be joining us tomorrow, and we'll wrap things up with her. We'll go out with her video because, as we know, we got to get back to the money. All right, Bootsy, see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching this in real time. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. If you're watching this at a later date, do the same. Join us every weekday, 10 a.m. I'm Marc Clarke. That's Boots Vegas. We'll see you tomorrow.
Keep on walking with your head held high. Keep on talking like you heard it from the sky. We ain't gonna let them bring us down. You know we come too far to give up now.
Jimmy, did you talk to him about the money?
We talked about this. Remember?
About what? No, I remember. I said I want my money today. What did they say about it?
They said they don't have it. They said net 45.
Shit, they don't have it. Net 45. My ass. I'm gonna pull out my 45, Jimmy. They're fucking with me because they know they can. If I was a white woman, I'd have been paid before I went on stage. If I was a white man, I'd have been paid 2 fucking weeks ago. Jimmy, I want my fucking money, Jimmy.
If you keep it down, maybe you could get it sooner.
Fuck you, Jimmy. You got one fucking job, Jimmy. Give me my fucking money. playing with them, fucking around with them. God damn it. No matter how hard I work, it never matters.
Look, Joe, is there any way we can get Miss Fresh her money today? Over my dead body, Jimmy. Hell no.
That'd be 10 times better just to be treated as half as good. And the best act they've had on this show, the best act. Still, I get paid the least.
And you tell her and her crew members, read up on those contracts, if they can read. She is goddamn lucky she's getting any exposure at all today.
Be grateful, put your head down, stay humble. They don't know about me. They got the wrong motherfucker.
You got me? Yeah. I don't have time for this diva shit. All right, everybody, 30 seconds. Let's go. Come on. Time is money.
Wrong one. Operator?
This is she. How can I help you?
Get me Big Reggie.
Yes, hold on.
Hello.
Hey, babe.
You
We
alright?
got a problem.
What?
Yeah. These motherfuckers trying to short us.
Hold on. What?
You know where I'm at.
Well, I'm on my way up there right to here now.
And ladies and gentlemen, your host of Vintage Soul.
Right on. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Vintage Soul. I am the host with the most, Rufus the Genius Robinson III, and that's the word. I have the pleasure, the honor to bring to you the fox of all foxes, the diva of divas, the golden voice of choice, the vintage lady herself. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mumu Fresh and the Freshettes.
Thank you.
Rapping for the readers, skanking in Adidas from Rodeo to the Alameda. I'm your favorite teacher's favorite teacher. Smarter than your average Yogi Bear, follow the leader. Fancy like smoked paprika. Truffle butter from the gutter, glad to meet ya. I'm that juju that'll free ya. Innovative, ultra creative, entrepreneur. I can lead you to the river. Give you something man, a tongue I can't deliver. Ooh, cause I feel like heaven. Tickle your mental and make the blood levy. Boy, I'm lucky number 7. I'm the golden goose and this honey won't be pregnant. Sweet like a llama in pajamas with an attitude. But on my mama, I ain't mad at you. I'm too busy eating busy like a rabbit do. Coming through your city, taking heads like a cannibal. What the grandma do? It's absurd. I flip herbs tangible. Flow so flammable. I ain't come to play with y'all. I came to take it all. You gon' be sorry that I came. Even more sorry when I'm gone. You know what it is. I get back to the money. Ain't no my biz. I get back to the money. Give me a kiss. I get back to the